Chapter 4. The Wisdom of a Young Man. Let's read. Manohar Lal was a rich and renowned businessman. He had worked very hard all his life and built up a great business. He was known among his people for his fair dealing. One day, on his way back from work, he felt dizzy and collapsed. He was taken to the nearest hospital where the doctor announced that he had suffered a heart attack. "If you want to live anymore," advised the doctor, "you must learn to slow down. It is high time that you hand over your responsibilities to your son and spend time in activities to calm your mind." Manohar rested for a few days, but the thought of handing over the business to the right son never failed him. He had 3 sons. However, he had never got the opportunity to test their wisdom because he never shared his responsibilities with them. He decided to test his sons. He called all 3 of them to his bedside. "Dear sons," he began, "I'm getting old and I wish to hand over the responsibility of the business to you. But before that, I want to test who among you is the most responsible." The sons were very happy at the thought of taking over the business, but they were not aware of the task that awaited them. "I wish to give you a task," he announced. "Here is a 100-rupee note. You must get one thing that can fill up the empty storeroom of the house, and you should also be able to save some money as well." The first 2 sons were perplexed. What kind of task was that? They lamented to each other. "How can anyone buy anything with such a meager amount and save money as well?" They grumbled all the way to the market and then parted ways in their search. The next day, the eldest son invited his father to the storeroom. He had filled the storeroom with haystacks, yet there was some space left. The father was not happy. It was the turn of the second son. He filled the entire room with cotton. There was no empty space in the room until the father and the son opened the door. The wind blew the cotton to a corner, leaving the whole room empty. The father felt very sad. He was really looking forward to one of his sons rising to the challenge. Otherwise, his business would be doomed after his death. Finally, the same night, the third son called the father to the store. There was total darkness. The third and the youngest son lit a candle in the room. The whole room lit up. "Father," said the son, "the room was dark and empty. I have lit up the room with light. There is no darkness anywhere. I spent 10 rupees on the candle and bought books for 40 rupees for an underprivileged child. And in the end, I saved 50 rupees. The father was overjoyed listening to his son and declared him his successor.